Welcome to our world.
You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open.
DJ Delph.
Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air. Put your
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm Dr. Edwards, John Edwards, but I'm not running for president, at least not yet. Very thrilled to be here, always excited to share on this wonderful product of something wonderful that has floated into our backyards that I think more of us need to be aware of and take advantage of in this, the wellness industry and wellness boom that has taken the U.S. by storm. One thing that I think we need to get over is fear. Fear of losing our jobs, fear of changing from a 9 to 5, fear of getting up every day, fear of depression, fear of whatever it is for you that keeps you stuck and refusing to move forward in your life. Opportunities like these come, and they're very special, and a lot of us miss those opportunities because we fail to recognize them. And we want to point out that a lot of us live now in a climate of fear, and that's why we don't step outside of our comfort zone. And I think this message is also a message of not just waking up and joining the wellness revolution, but a wellness revolution that is here that can help you to get out of that paralysis and that fear of doing only one thing. We want to open your mind up to try something new. For those of you that have looked at this and are entrepreneurially minded, you can tap into that and step outside of your boundaries and try something different. Don't be afraid. Don't live in that fear zone. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to try something else. Don't be afraid to become a part of the wellness revolution and remain in that rut that you've been in for the last 40, 50 years. That's huge. It's all about truth and facing truth. A lot of people don't like to hear it, they don't want to face it, but that's the era in which we live, and a lot of people need to be willing to step outside of that fear and face their fears. And that's what we're hoping for those of you that may have been facing challenges like that, that don't see a way out. Many people have given up. They don't see a way out. It reminds me of a story of a gentleman that went into a freezer, and a big freezer, one of these big companies, walked into the freezer, the door closes, the guy freezes, just assumes that he's locked in and he can't get out. And they find him in the fridge, frozen, 2 days later, only to find out that the door was open. He just didn't even bother to try. He was so afraid he just gave up. He never knocked. He never pushed. Had he just pushed the door, he'd have come right out of that freezer. Many of you today are living like that. The opportunity is there. The fruit is in front of you. Everything is there for you. And you refuse to make an attempt to push the door open. I'm Dr. Edwards. It's a pleasure sharing this information, and I'm really thrilled to be here today with you and to share the wonders and the story of the mangosteen and minerals in this hemisphere of the world. Thank you very much.